Alright guys, thought what I'd do today is set up me little 6-inch sluice, high banker, power sluice they call it, whatever. Now, normally up here, you put a little bit of rubber mat there, and it's meant to be there to let the water, stop the water flow jumping out as so fast as you're feeding it there from the back. I've just put a rock there. I'm not going to pull that in and out every single time. I use this thing as a high banker. Today I'll set it up with a micro cell dream mat. The material we worked on the weekend's very, very difficult to work with. So running a 1100 gallon pump, but I've turned that down. I've got a tap on it, so I've turned that down so it's not running 1100 gallons. I've put the rock there and I'm pretty happy with how it's feeding. Now what I've got is just here, they're my cons. So I've panned down to that amount there. You can see there's a bit of soapy bubbles that I was using, a bit of washing detergent there to break the surface tension. So what I've also done when I set this thing up, just got a broom and I've run over the mat just to get the little air bubbles. The pockets are very small. So snuffer bottle, I've pulled the tube out nearly all the way, and I'm going to feed it with the snuffer bottle itself. So hopefully it'll show some gold, and if it doesn't on here, I'll just pick the camera up and give you a look at the mat. Now, got a pan at the bottom. There's not a lot of material, so I'm not worried about a lot of big material and stuff getting through the pump, but I want to capture the cons, because running it like this, you're probably going to run it 3 or 4 times through the mat, but you're going to reduce your cons each time. What I'll do is, just run this through the first time. We'll have a look and see how much gold it captures, and then we'll sort of look in the pan and see if I've lost any. Alright, what I've been doing is just I ended up pulling the straw out and just putting it back in to suck some more water up. I can see some gold. What I'll do is, rather than have you guys sit here and watch me run and sit it here running like this probably for the next 10 minutes, because that's the plan, I'll take you over and let you have a look and see what's happening, where the gold's sitting. With this black mat, obviously some of the gold's going to be hidden by the black sand. And the black sand that we're working with is a black sand that's mostly tin. So it's very heavy, it's very difficult to separate. The gold is very, very flat and very, very small. So I'll take you over and we'll have a look. So in the pan, I don't know if you're going to be able to see there, but I do see gold in the pan, and I expected to see gold in the pan. As I said, the gold is very flat. And as we go up the mat, should probably start getting some flecks of gold. See a big line of gold there. And that's just where the clamp is. There's even some gold on the actual clamp itself, and then just before the clamp. I'm running this mat at 6 degrees. So that's a nice line of gold in there. You know, there's some gold there. And the other stuff, it's down here. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see. Just under there, every time the bubbles sort of hurt. I'll see if I can shield it a little bit with my hand. That's not really helping. But under there, there's a little bit of gold as well. But a lot of it has already been separated. There is still some black sand in there too. But a lot of it's separated. So what I'll do is stop now and then suck this gold up in another snuffer bottle and put it through a second time. Alright, what I actually did was turn the water flow up a little bit. Now what I did think was gold at the time, just right about here, turns out to just be I know, maybe a bit of fool's gold and a bit of quartz or something that was shining that made it appear to be gold. Now over here, a lot of the stuff's actually just been caught behind that riffle, and then what's got through has been caught in the cell, so you'll be able to see how many cells down. Then after that, like going from the bottom, take you up the mat, and there might be a little speck there starting to appear, but that's now near the top. So we're going 1, 2. Look, let's call it 6 down, and the gold then stops. I'll clean out and we'll have a look and see how much gold we captured from the last trip. Just one other thing, what I'm doing, I'm just getting the snuffer bottle, and I'm actually just using that, not turning it off. I'm just using that to suck out the cells. Now probably will pick up a little bit of black sand in there as well at the same time. But this way, the stuff that has gone down the mat a bit more, that is the heavier black sand that's probably been caught in the mat at the same time. I don't have to then re-separate. As I said, I can keep running this through. And that's probably recommended to probably run it through at least 4 times. Just to separate it right out. I'll continue this. As you can see, I've nearly cleaned out the first 2 banks, just sucking it up. And I sometimes do this out in the field. I just get my stuffer bottle, I suck the first few banks out and see if there's any gold there, or I'm running a bit of miner's moss normally up the top here, and I just pull that out and just have a look and see what that's capturing. Alright, once I put this in a pan, I'll show you some gold. Alright, should still be able to see some gold there in the black sand. Now I just couldn't be bothered sucking all over me. As I said, I'm only going to suck those 6 or so cells down. I was probably knocking it down, and I went, look, I'm probably just going to be sucking more and more black sand in. So there's the black sand down here as well. I'll suck that up in the snuffer bottle and maybe run it a bit later. See how things go, and I'll just show you what I got out of those top 6 cells that I sucked up. There's going to be a little bit of black sand in there, but you'll be able to see some gold as well. Right, there's the gold that I sucked up. As you can see, there's still some black sand in there, but compared to what I started with, there's a lot less black sand in that gold. And as I said, I'd probably run this 3 or 4 times to reduce it every single time, and then that way a little bit more black sand would come out. The other thing I'll just mention with this mat, what this mat is a mat for the gold cube, and that's why it's a bit shorter and doesn't go the full length of the sluice. I do believe there will be a mat coming, and I suppose for the guys that are on Facebook and on the gold forums and all that sort of stuff, get out there, start asking about this mat, and it might speed the process up if you want one. Otherwise, you do what I did and get a gold cube mat and then cut it to fit the 6-inch. Alright, hope you've enjoyed, hope you get something out of the video, and till the next time, I'll see you later.